Hi guys, what is going on? Jack from Minifigs, and today I wanted to do a video ranking every LEGO Star Wars set that's going to be retiring this year in 2023. And I'm going to be basing my ranking on factors such as, is the set going to be a good investment? Are the minifigures in the set good? And is the LEGO set good value for money? And all LEGO sets on this list have been taken from the Brick Fanatics prediction of what LEGO sets will be retiring in 2023. It's not always 100%, but they certainly get it right most of the time. In at our last spot, we have the AT-ST 4 Plus version. What can I say about this set other than it's an absolute atrocity, one of the worst LEGO Star Wars sets I've ever seen in my life. And the price that they demand for this LEGO set, that being $29.99 in the UK and $34.99 in Europe and the USA, is absolutely disgusting for the amount of pieces you get. And I've seen lots of people in the LEGO community defend this LEGO set, saying, well, it is designed for a young kid. However, what young kid is going to pay that amount of money for such a small LEGO set? I just don't see it. And in at number 28, we have the Republic Gunship UCS version. To be honest, there's almost nothing to like about this LEGO set. It's overpriced, comes with two very lackluster minifigures, and it isn't even that much of an upgrade on previous Republic Gunship playscale sets. Priced at about £350 and almost $400, there was little to no hype when this LEGO set was released. For one of the most expensive sets on this list, it's also the most lackluster. Moving on at number 27, we have the Boba Fett Microfighter, priced at $8.99 in the UK and $9.99 in Europe and US. A lot of the Microfighters have actually sold quite well in the past, mainly because of the minifigure that comes with them. But unfortunately, this new Boba Fett minifigure is one of the most overproduced minifigures in the last few years. Just about every LEGO Star Wars fan would have already got one of the new LEGO Boba Fett minifigures. So the only thing you'd be buying this set for is the build, and let's be honest, the build is nothing special, so this Microfighter is a hard pass for most people. And moving on to number 26, we have Boba Fett Slave 1, priced at $44.99 in the UK and $49.99 in the US and Europe. And unfortunately, this LEGO set has the same shortcomings as the previous one. The minifigures, as good as they are, they're just so common, and the build is only somewhat good. So although it may be worthwhile if you're a big Boba Fett fan buying it for your collection, if you're looking to invest in this set, I'd highly recommend that you don't. But the one plus side that I will give to this LEGO set is the fact that it's fairly cheap, so it's a nice and easy way for a LEGO Star Wars fan to pick up the Slave 1. Moving on to number 25, we have BD1, and this LEGO set is priced at $89.99 in the UK and $99.99 in Europe and the USA. I will give it props as it does look quite good on display, and I think the design is pretty unique. However, this set hasn't been too popular, but as popular as the Jedi Fallen Order franchise has been with gamers, I just don't think it has a big enough of a pull for a large audience to want to buy this LEGO set. In at number 24, we have the AT-AT, and the set is priced at $149.99 in the UK and $169.99 in the Europe and in the USA. I wouldn't really say there's a ton of negatives for this LEGO set. There's a nice selection of minifigures, the design is cool, and it's a popular build. However, the one thing that goes against this LEGO set is the fact that LEGO has made so many AT-ATs. And to be honest, once you've seen a Star Wars ship been designed by LEGO like 5 or 6 times, it starts to get really repetitive, and it kills all hype for any new design that they've made. And just like a ship such as Luke's Landspeeder has been absolutely rinsed for all it's worth, I feel like that's starting to happen with the AT-AT. In at number 23, we have the Death Star Trench Run. This set is priced at $59.99 in the UK and $69.99 in Europe and the USA. And I have to give LEGO props for thinking outside of the box on this one. I really do like the diorama sets, and they make them quite small and compact, so you can actually stack up a few of these next to one another and it looks really cool. However, the one negative I would say about this set is that it doesn't feature any exclusive minifigures such as the other diorama sets, so in the long run it won't hold as much value as some of the other diorama sets. In at number 22, we have the Dark Trooper helmet, priced at $59.99 in the UK and $69.99 in the US and Europe. And I have to say, as good as some of the LEGO helmets have been in terms of investing, I really am not too keen on this Dark Trooper helmet. It looks a lot more like something out of Battlestar Galactica than it does Star Wars, and I'm just not sure many people will be lining up to buy this LEGO set instead of some of the other more popular helmet sets, such as the Boba Fett helmet, the Stormtrooper helmet and the Red 5 helmet, which are all far better designs of much more popular beloved characters. And in at number 21 we have the Child, priced at $79.99 in the UK and $89.99 in Europe and in the US. The negatives: for one, it's maybe a tad overpriced, and for two, this buildable figure is nowhere near as good as some of the other ones that have come out in recent years. However, this set does have some positives, as the character it's based off of, Grogu, or Baby Yoda to most people, is extremely popular in the Star Wars fan base. And with his upcoming appearance in The Mandalorian Season 3 later this year, that will certainly drive a lot more people to pick up this LEGO set. Plus, it comes with a little baby Grogu minifigure, and it's absolutely adorable. In at number 20, we have the Dark Trooper Attack, priced at $29.99 in the UK and $34.99 in Europe and the USA. Although this set is maybe a tad overpriced, it has some great minifigures. It features a Luke Skywalker minifigure and 3 Dark Trooper minifigures. Plus, I actually really like the design of the hallway build, and it has a great playability factor to it with the spinning elevator. So overall, for about a £30 or $35 set, it's pretty decent. Next up at number 19, we have Luke Skywalker's X-Wing, priced at $44.99 in the UK and $49.99 in the US and Europe. I think the price is actually quite reasonable for such an iconic Star Wars spaceship. Plus, it comes with 4 really good minifigures. Plus, the set has some awesome features, such as wings that go into attack position and missiles that you can fire. In at number 18, we have The Mandalorian and the Child, priced at $17.99 in the UK and $19.99 in Europe and in the US. Although I'm not the biggest fan of the Brickheads theme, I actually really like this Brickhead set. The set features 2 insanely popular Star Wars characters, that being The Mandalorian and Grogu, and I have to say, LEGO absolutely nailed the design of Grogu and his little pod. It looks fantastic. The only negative to this set I'd say is that if you're looking to invest in this set, the set has been out a very long time, so lots of people will have been able to stock up on it. But if you're buying this set purely from a collecting point of view, then this is definitely a must buy. And in at number 17, we have Boba Fett's Throne Room. And this set is priced at $89.99 in the UK and $99.99 in Europe and in the USA. Although I hated the look of this set first, it's actually grown on me. And I think the throne for Bib Fortuna is actually pretty cool. It features a really good selection of minifigures, some of which are exclusive to this set, and the throne room itself has a lot of cool features and extra details. The only real negative to this set is the price. I don't quite think it justifies it. And I think a lot of people feel like that as well, hence why lots of stores have actually had this set on offer most of the year. So if you are looking to pick up this set, make sure you head to Costco or Smith's Toys or somewhere like that, as you'll likely find it on offer. Moving on to number 16, we have Ambush on Ferrex, priced at $69.99 in the UK and the US and $79.99 in Europe. And I'll start with a negative for this one. I have to say, this is one of the worst priced LEGO sets that I've ever seen. It's got a really low piece count for the price, and it only comes with 3 minifigures, which for $70 or £70 isn't very good at all. But this set does have some positives. The speeder bike is quite cool, the ship has a really nice design, and it comes with 3 exclusive minifigures, and it's based off the popular show Andor. So this may be a good investment in the future, if you get it at the right price. In at number 15, we have Luke Skywalker's Red 5 helmet, priced at $59.99 in the UK and $69.99 in Europe and in the USA. This is definitely one of the better helmet sets. The price is decent, and the actual design for the helmet itself is really cool. I absolutely love how they nailed the kind of translucent look of the goggles. It certainly makes it stand out from other helmets in the collection. and the printing and marking on the top of the helmet just adds a nice little bit of detail. Moving on to number 14, we have the Hoth ATST, priced at $44.99 in the UK and $49.99 in the US and Europe. This is about an average LEGO set as you'd ever see. There's not really much special to it, but it doesn't really have any flaws. It comes with 3 decent minifigures, and the build itself is actually quite good, and it has a nice playability factor to it, and it's not too expensive, which is always a bonus. Moving on to number 13, we have the Justifier, priced at $149.99 in the UK and $169.99 in the US and Europe. This set could have found itself way higher up the list if it wasn't for that exorbitant price. When the set itself was first leaked, all I ever saw was people complaining at just how expensive this set is, and with good reason. And to be honest, if you are to buy this set, I would definitely not be paying retail price for it. Luckily, many stores actually have this set for about just over £110 if you're in the UK, which is far more reasonable. So look out for those deals if you do want to pick this set up. But other than that, it's a good set. I like the design of the ship, and the minifigures are also quite good. In at number 12, we have the Ahsoka Tano Brickhead set, priced at $99.99 in the UK, Europe and in the US. This is definitely one of the best Star Wars brickheads that LEGO has brought out so far, and you can tell just how popular it is as it's been on shelves for nearly 2 years. And even still, you sometimes see these out of stock, so people are clearly still picking them up. And with Ahsoka Tano being one of the forefront characters in the Star Wars franchise at the moment, you can only see the value of this brickhead set going up and up in the coming years. In at number 11, we have the Snowtrooper Battle Pack, priced at $17.99 in the UK and $19.99 in the US and Europe. This is just your average battle pack plus inflation. Unfortunately, like most of the battle packs nowadays, the price does seem to be a little bit too high. However, if you manage to get this set on at least 20% off, which I always see it for 20% off, then maybe you could make it worth your while. After all, it does come with 4 decent minifigures, and I really like that brand new Imperial Scout Snowtrooper. In at number 10, we have the Inquisitor Scythe, priced at $89.99 in the UK and $99.99 in the US and Europe. I think although this set again is maybe a little bit overpriced, this will be a set that will sell really well once it's retired, as it comes with 4 exclusive minifigures and they're all fantastic. I absolutely love the new design of the Grand Inquisitor and even the 5th Brother minifigure. They are both fantastic upgrades on their previous minifigure counterparts. Moving on to our 9th spot, we have the Death Star Trash Compactor Diorama. And the set is priced at $79.99 in the UK and $89.99 in Europe and in the USA. This is a brilliant diorama set that showcases one of the best scenes in the original Star Wars film. The design of the walls of the trash compactor are absolutely amazing, and the minifigures are brilliant. And this set also features one of the best LEGO C-3PO minifigures that's arguably ever been created, and there have been a lot of C-3PO minifigures. This is certainly one to watch out for if you're a LEGO investor. In at 8th spot, we have the Dagobah Jedi Training, priced at $79.99 in the UK and $89.99 in Europe and in the USA. Again, another fantastic diorama set. The design of the swamp and of Yoda's hut is brilliant, and I love the way they even added in the wing of Luke's X-Wing. It's a really neat touch. It's also worth mentioning that again, like the previous diorama set, the minifigures are brilliant, with the standout being the R2-D2 minifigure, which has printing both on the front and the back, so it really gives it that extra bit of detail. Moving on to 7th place, we have Obi-Wan vs Darth Vader, priced at $44.99 in the UK and $49.99 in the US and Europe. Now, I was a massive critic of this set when it was first released. I thought the use of bricks just to make that base platform was a total waste and totally boring. However, the more I thought about it, this set is an absolute must-buy if you're both a LEGO collector and investor, such as myself. The minifigures simply make this set too good to pass up on. You've got a Darth Vader minifigure with fantastic arm printing. You've got an exclusive version of Obi-Wan, and then the brand new character Tyler Durif. But then the standout minifigure is the Ned B minifigure, with its unique head and torso piece. It looks absolutely amazing, and I'm sure once this set has retired, it will skyrocket in price. Moving on to our 6th spot, we have the TIE Fighter, priced at $39.99 in the UK and $44.99 in the US and Europe. This really is one of the best, yet small, versions of the TIE Fighter that we've seen in recent years. It has a decent selection of minifigures, and although the price does seem relatively high, I've managed to find this LEGO set on Amazon for about 50% off, and this set really is worth buying at that price. So if you see it on sale, I do recommend that you pick it up. Into our top 5 now, and at 5th place we have the Tusken Raider Brickhead set, priced at $99.99 in the UK, the US and Europe. Just like the Ahsoka Brickhead set that we looked at earlier in this list, this Tusken Raider Brickheads is absolutely phenomenal. LEGO absolutely nailed everything from the mask to the little pouches on his waist. And for under £10 or $10, this LEGO set is an absolute must buy for any LEGO Star Wars fan. Moving on to our 4th spot, we have Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter, and the set is priced at $29.99 in the UK and the US and $34.99 in Europe. This is just a really solid LEGO Star Wars Starfighter, and it comes with 3 great minifigures, with the standout being that Torn Wii minifigure that I predict, once this LEGO set retires, will absolutely skyrocket in price. Make sure to keep an eye out for this set on offer, as I usually see it on offer for about 20% off, which means you'll be able to get it for about the £25 mark, which isn't too bad. Moving on to our 3rd spot, we have the Mos Eisley Cantina, priced at $344.99 in the UK and $399 in the US and Europe. What can you say about this LEGO set, other than it's one of the best LEGO Star Wars sets released in the last at least 5 years? It arguably comes with the best selection of minifigures ever put into a LEGO Star Wars set, and the actual design of the Mos Eisley Cantina is fantastic. Not only does it look great on display, but it also would appeal to a younger audience who can have a lot of fun with the playability of this set. Somehow LEGO managed to find a way to absolutely justify the crazy price tag. Moving on to 2nd place now, we have the Razor Crest, priced at $119.99 in the UK and $139.99 in the US and Europe. Just like the Mos Eisley Cantina, the Playscale Razor Crest will go down as an absolute classic. Again, it features a nice selection of minifigures, but this time it's actually the design of the ship that takes the cake. It's absolutely so well designed, it looks great on display, and again, the playability factor is phenomenal. Young kids will have a great time playing with this LEGO set. So whether you're picking this set up for yourself or for one of the young members of your family, this set is an absolute must buy. And moving on to our top spot, we have the Republic Fighter Tank, priced at $39.99 in the UK, the US and Europe. This set has just about everything you'll ever want from a LEGO Star Wars set. It has great minifigures, the standout for me being the Mace Windu minifigure, which has great arm printing, and then it even comes with 3 great Clone Trooper minifigures with the special purple markings representing being part of Mace Windu's battalion. And it also comes with 2 other battle droids and then the actual Republic Fighter Tank build itself, which for $39.99 is absolutely great value for money. And you can see just how popular this set is, as it's almost nowhere to be seen. It's usually sold out just about anywhere you go. So if you do manage to see this set in your local shop, I'd highly recommend you pick it up, as not only is it a great LEGO set if you're a collector, but it will probably be worth quite a lot in the future, so that's worth noting if you're a LEGO investor. But tell me guys, what did you make to my rankings? Do you think I got it wrong, or do you think I got it mainly right? Let me know down in the comments. And let me know if you'll be picking up any of these sets later this year. As always guys, thanks for watching my video, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.